Hello viewers, welcome back to Mika's channel. Now you've noticed that I've never made a video for a really long time. And I've been actually doing some couple of busy stuff throughout this whole thing. I got homeschool and stuff, yeah. Well, I'm here making this video right now. And it's not the Back to the Future versus video. Sorry about this, guys. That'll be my next video. First, we're gonna do a top 5 favorite episodes of The Loud House from each season right now. Seasons 1 to 4. So we're doing this whole thing in preparation for season 5 because this season 4 is the final season. We're gonna see our characters in the original ages. If you guys haven't known that fact already, just go to the encyclopedia to find out more. So yeah, just go there after you're done with this video, and yeah, you can now see my top 5 favorite episodes of each season. Yeah, right now there's only 4 seasons. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4 seasons only. I'm not gonna include 5 because the first episode has not even aired yet, for crying out loud. Yes, I finally watched all the episodes in season 4. If you want to know more about my thoughts on other episodes in season 4, and just go watch my ranking video, or even before I do my ranking video, just go watch some of my episode reviews for season 4, like the Casa Grandes mini-series, a couple of other episodes like Jerry Antics, Good Sports, or Superior for Disaster, or other episodes. I only reviewed a few episodes in season 4. I didn't review much. I was more on the season 1 side and the season 4 side for right now. So yeah, we're here doing my top 5 favorite episodes of the season. So with that long beginning out of the way, let's get started. So instead of just saying, oh, top 5 episodes season 1, Ferguson, like a blah blah blah, we're gonna do like say 5 rounds first. So yeah, the first round is just gonna be the first one, the 5th one, and the second round is gonna be the 4th one. Third round is gonna be the 3rd one, and the second one's gonna be. The 4th one will be the second one, and the 5th round will be the first one. So that's how it goes. So with that said, let's get started. So we're gonna start off with the first round with the beginning of the top 5. Let's get into season 1. So my beginning for the top 5 of season 1 is For Bros About to Rock. Now, as you've noticed that I have not reviewed this episode yet, I'm planning to review it right now. After we're done with the whole Loud House and Merman and Barnacle Boy marathon that we're doing right now. So yeah, just be patient, guys. If you guys are pretty much actually asking for me to review that episode, just go wait after the whole Loud House marathon I'm doing right now. The vacation episodes, intense debate, raw deal, and other episodes that are related to vacation. So yeah, this episode's really good. I like the backstory between Luna's like say passion for like say going to a concert with her sisters and Lincoln. And yeah, there's some other funny stuff there too. Clyde's dance number at the end, the whole like say like say Luna's development in this episode. Yeah, it's all really good, and it's nice that the Smooch Band returned back in another episode that'll be in my top 5 of season 2, which you guys pretty much know what that is. So yeah, this is a great episode, hands down, awesome. So after season 1's now done with the first round, let's go to season 2's first round. So yeah, number 5 is Yes Man. Just kidding. The Loudest Mission, Relative Chaos. So this episode, yes, sure, a lot of people really love this. A few people just don't like this episode. I'll tell you why. Because about the whole family torturing Ronnie Ann. I'm not bothered by that. It's kind of like say there for the story, and it serves its purpose. Also, the Casa Grandes are really good characters, especially Carl. He's probably my favorite. So yeah, sure, Lori's subplot and the whole fact that this episode's kind of say too early is a bit of like say bad stuff. In this episode, overall, this episode is really entertaining, has some really good jokes, and a nice ending for the characters. And it's nice to have Lincoln do something in this episode. Otherwise, he might be there, as Lori told him to. So with season 2 finishing its 5th round, let's go to season 3's 5th round. Cooked. Number 5 is Cooked from season 3. This episode isn't really loved too much. There's a few people who really love this one and put this at 10 out of 10. I'm at a 10 out of 10 round, so yeah. This episode's really entertaining. I just like the whole I just like Lynn Senior's character development and arc. And yeah, there's some really decent stuff here too, like the whole let's say new setting with the Lincoln and Clyde as let's say trees on bicycles thing. This is kind of funny, and sure people are kind of bothered by the commercial thing because that was literally unfunny. I thought it was amusing for the least. It wasn't bad. It was just amusing. And there's some, and sure also people don't like someone because of the first half the sisters and Lincoln are torturing each other, like say by fighting. I'm not bothered by that. A lot of people. Yeah, I think it's a 4x slot. That's a lot more bothering than that scene. But yeah, overall this episode is really good. Like say, beginning to all the episodes starring Lynn Senior and his restaurant. Yeah, Recipe for Disaster, Can't Hardly Wait, and Sometimes in Feast or Family. Yeah. So for season 3 finish up its 5th round. Let's go to season 4's 5th round. If you know what that is, I don't know it. If you know what that is, then yeah, you've probably been watching a lot of my videos. Sandcastles. Sandcastles is a really good episode about Lucy and the Morticians Club trying to thwart plans for the beach. And yeah, sure this concept is simple, but it's fun and it's lighthearted. So yeah, just enjoy this episode and don't hate it a lot like other people do. There's a lot of funny stuff like Principal Huggins' horse hair thing, and there's some decent jokes like with Boris stuff, like with Boris. Anyways, that's all I can say about Sandcastles. So with the 5th round being finished, now let's get into the second half. Now let's go to the first round. Now let's go to the second round, the 4th ones. So yeah, number 4 of my favorite episodes in season 1 is A Tattler's Tale. A Tattler's Tale. Now this episode's love and hate for a lot of people. I'm in the love section. The reason why people don't like this episode is because of Lola. I can understand that. She's kind of annoying for you guys. But this episode is a lot of entertaining for me from beginning to end. Like the fact that the siblings are having their own club at nighttime. Lincoln being a spy. It's just so fun. I can't even find big flaws with this episode. Yeah, sure, the only flaw is that Lola's kind of a bit unlikable, but it's for the story and she does learn a lesson. So yeah, overall this is a nice episode. So yeah, if you want to know where I place it on my top 10 favorite episodes of the whole show, just go watch my ranking for every episode of The Lighthouse. Not season 4. Season 4 is not there because it was not finished airing that day I did that video. So yeah, just go check out my random videos playlist if you want to find out where the ranking video is. It's 3 parts. The first one is first 2 are kind of like say a few minutes, so you won't have big time. But the third part was 31 minutes, so yeah, you'll have a really long part in that one. So with season 1 ending off its second round, season 2 begins with its second round with coming number 4 is 11 Lads Leapin'. Yes, this is another hot take. I have a hot take with this episode that a lot of people just absolutely love this one. Consider this to be the best episode of the whole show. It's really funny, really heartwarming. I can agree with that, but I also kind of did a little bit disagree on that. Because the episode wasn't really that great. Yes, sure, it's a 10 out of 10 for me. It's a really good episode. But is it as good as what people say? There's a few boring parts with Clyde sometimes. And the fact that Lincoln's like say snooping around other than just is doing other stuff besides getting a sled from Mr. Grouse's place was kind of boring because you just want the Lincoln to succeed in getting a sled. Other than that, she's just snooping around this house. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Other than that, though, and a few times with Clyde, I'm not bothered with this episode. This is a really fun one, especially the song at the end. That was really good. So yeah, overall, 11 Lads Leapin' is a really good episode. 10 out of 10. So with season 2 ending off its second round, now season 3 will begin off. Frenzy. Frenzy's number 4 for me. Now, yes, another hot take. I love Frenzy. I prefer it over Head Poet's Anxiety for me. Yes, this is another hot take. People will get mad at me for this stuff. And then you'll be like, why do you love Frenzy? I'm subscribing for your channel. I ain't subscribing to you, boy. Yeah. A lot of people are probably going to be like that to me. Bashing on my opinion on Frenzy. It's a really bad episode, like stuff like that. For me, I thought it was entertaining. Sure, yes, people don't like it because the sisters and the siblings are fighting. I'm okay with this stuff. It's more there for the story and I like the cameos of the friends. Yeah, which are really good. I like the fact that the Haiku, Darcy, Sam return for this episode, and a bunch of other characters that I don't know about and I know about. Yeah, this is a fun episode for fans and Easter eggs to like say see. So yeah, if you forget the whole friends thing and next find out what the main plot is that Lincoln's trying to go do stuff because of more friends coming to the house. Yeah, sure, that's more like the main plot and people are not unhappy with this stuff. For me, I have fun with this one. That's why it's one of my favorites of the season. So the season 3 ending off its second round. Season 4 will begin off a dark and story night. So yeah, episodes 5 to 3 aren't 10 out of 10s. They're more on the 9s. Yeah, I've noticed with season 4 that they're not really too much on the good side. There's a lot of crappy episodes now and then, and there's a lot of mediocre and okay ones like House Flip or Wheel and Deal that are really disappointing. So yeah, this is not disappointing for me. This is a fun episode. I like the whole dynamic between the siblings telling the stories. And next that you can have fun with the story. The siblings are telling a story, you can have fun with the characters in the story that the siblings are telling. So you're just not this episode's not trying to make a big moral and all that and just have a big plot twist at the end. You just have to have fun with the story, and that's what I did with this episode. I had fun, and yeah, nothing more. That's it. Really good episode. Love the animation on the design for the story. It's really good. 9 out of 10. So with season 4 end off this round, yeah, of course, Dark and Story Night is the weakest episode of the whole second round. Yeah, I know season 4 pretty much loses a lot. Anyway, so with that now we're going to the third round, being the number 3. So yeah, no, it's season 1 beginning off with Homespun. Homespun is a really good episode. It's a really nice episode with the siblings telling tales from the past. Yeah, sure, a Dark and Story Night kind of add some elements from this episode to that episode. But yeah, like Dark and Story Night, I just had fun with this episode. Nothing much. I just had fun. Just have fun with this episode. That's all I did with the rest of this episode. My top 5. So yeah, really good episode. Nice addition to the Lad House. So yeah, now we have season 2 beginning off with number 3. I gotta give it to Friend or Foe. Yes, this is another good Lisa and Darcy episode, and I love the character of Darcy. She's probably one of my favorite characters in the show. I kind of prefer over Lisa. Lisa has some really good development and character arc in this episode. Overall, nice watch. For season 3, the beginning for let's say the third round is Home of the Fave. Home of the Fave begins off because this episode is this episode is kind of simple with the whole favorites and we all knew the twist, but yeah, if you just forget the whole premise and you're having fun, I know I keep saying that all the reviews, but yeah, that's what I did this episode. I had fun. Lencina is a really good character, and there's some really good references to other season 2 episodes that you can notice up. So yeah, go watch it. There's a lot of references. So yeah, now with season 4, beginning off with number 3, it's How Will Double Dare You. I'm planning to make a whole review for this episode. I watched this episode a few times. Yeah, I just like the crossover. It's a lot better than Legends. Overall, an improved episode over a 7 out of 10 one. 9 out of 10 for me. Like Lisa in this episode, once again. So yeah, How Double Dare You ends off this round. Obviously, it's really noticeable. Anyways, let's begin off with the 4th round. Now, season 1 begins off with Driving Miss Daisy. I know a lot of people don't consider this to be the best Eleni episode. For me, this is her best one yet. The first one, I like the team up she had with Lincoln. I just like their team up a lot. And we see that a lot in the How Will Double Dare You, which is really good. Yes, nice episode. Sure, people don't like Lauren's episode. Yes, I agree with them. She's the worst part of this episode. Other than that, really good episode. If you want to know more, watch my review on it. Coming number 4, for the 4th round for season 2, it begins off with Yes Man. Yes Man is a really good episode. I really enjoyed this one. There's a lot of good stuff here. Sure, kind of like say a bit rip-off Zero Fender, but yeah, this one is a lot better than Zero Fender. Yeah, this is much more fun, really funny, and tons of funny moments. And that ending is really good, except for that Lisa joke, which was really bad. So let's get into season 3. Now for number 2, I gotta give it to Raising Hearts. Raising Hearts is a really good episode that begins off the whole Luna and Sam episodes. Sure, people don't like this one because of Luna and Sam's relationship. I kind of disagree. I like this episode not just because of the relationship. There's a lot of other stuff I like in this episode. Besides Lynn Jr., there's a lot of stuff here, like Lisa and Darcy make a cameo. Tons of other characters make appearances too. Lincoln and Clyde don't even make lines in this episode, for crying out loud. So yeah, this is a really fun episode. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, season 4 begins off with Tales of Woe for number 2. Yeah, this is originally my number 1, but I had to give it to number 2 because it's another episode I kind of find better than this. I had fun time with this episode. The whole mystery thing was really good, and Stella's character arc was really nice. And Lincoln's friends ain't annoying in this episode. So yeah, of course, Tales of Woe is probably the one who pretty much loses this round, obviously. Now let's end off with the 5th round. The number 1 best is On Deep Pressure for season 1. This is a really fun episode relating to the siblings, like say, habits, and yeah, I had fun with this episode. Nice job, writers. For season 2, I gotta give it to Else for Love. Really nice episode, really great ending. Yeah, tons of really good character arcs, especially for Luna. She's probably the main character this episode, I think. So yeah, nice episode. Yeah, I gotta drink water after this. For season 3, I gotta give it to Real Loud Music, the best episode of the whole show. This is a really good episode. I really enjoyed it. I love the songs, except for Changing Luna. Aside from Changing Luna, which is probably the worst thing about this episode, this is a really nice watch, and that finale song was really awesome. Play it loud, play it loud. Now let's move on off with season 4's Coop Dreams. Coop Dreams ends off season 4 on a really good note. I like the jokes in this episode. The whole song with Lori, it was nice. And there's some really good cameos, like with the Morticians Club, the fact that Lucy doesn't appear, and a reference to Game Off and House Flip. If you watch this episode and when you hear the characters' dialogue, you can note some references. And there's a weird thing in this episode that Lynn Jr. gets attacked by the Fox quintuplets, even though she knows how to take care of them in Sitting Bull. Kind of weird. Also, I'm planning to review that episode, so is Dreams soon. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Please comment down below about your top 5 best episodes of each season. Yeah, this is preparation for season 4. I'll do a worst one soon. Yeah, get ready for my Back to the Future versus video, and so as my review on Back to the Future 3. I won't do a versus video between Back to the Future 2 and 3. Yeah, that would be an obvious comparison. So yeah, I'll just do one for the first 2 films, not for the 2 and 3. So yeah, so long guys. See you next time. Bye. Don't forget to comment down below.